Yeah, we do. Setting up the stream now. Alright, good luck, y'all. And we are live. Going muted. We are live now in Stinger at Montreal Nationwide Series. Getting everything up and running.
Drivers,
Field is starting to roll off. And rear of the pack getting smoked out as we roll off. Brand Pulitzer, Chad Jones Jr., he won the 500. And we're looking in for a good race. This is using the ESPN ticker, something that we have not seen used very often in Stinger. Checking it once, no time's recorded in the session. So far, so good. You will see the intervals when we have crossed lap 1. Should probably get that out of my mouth. But yes, we are here. And pacing not really working out well. Everyone catching back up. We are at Montreal, second race of the Nationwide. I was saying some wild things in the voice call right now, but doing a field launch now. Chad Josh Jr., our pole sitter. 60, Chase Klein on the outside pole. Connor Dowdy qualifies in, I think, that's third. Ben Cuss on his outside. Ben caused a big one on the last lap of the 500. Cam Smith, Peter Kenny in the 99 Aflac Chevy. He was leading the last Nationwide race. 01 Brandon Carter, he DNQ'd for the Daytona 500. Paul Perricone, Alex Mullen, Samuel Ladner, third-time starter now. John Abarca. This would be the 84 Marcos Jones in the Mario car. And everyone is just quite along with pacing. As we roll around the hairpin, going into the Wall of Champions corner next time. So far, just pacing really. Long pacing on Montreal. Lap time here is 1:40 around there. And boy, pacing is going to take a while. Check the stream one more time, making sure everything is up and running. And yes. And Cliff saying, yoink, speak, baba. We are not green this time by. Pace car will go in now, but we are, final two corners before we go green. Pace car, there he goes. Ben Cussett, he's not willing to take it. Here we go. Glenn Townsend lagging in the back as we saw in the 500. Not good for that Dodge, number 23. And we are green. Coming across the line, 2 wide, 33, making moves in the back. He's loose. He's a little squirrely back there. Lots of dirt getting kicked up in front of the field. Rounding turn 1. Chad is the leader. 60 right on his tail. Checking the ticker once. Making sure it's working. And it now is. Just one more time. Yes, it is. We are so far so good. No spins. Chase Clyde loose off the corner. That's number 60, Fastenal forward. 2 4s in the top 3 right now, but Chad will run away with it a little. We are on lap 1 of this race. Back of the pack, no wrecks back there. 2 wide, Samuel Ladner and Cliff Jones Jr. Hard racing for 13th. Oh boy. He gets touched a little bit by the 4, front of the pack so far single file, but Chase looking to make a move. As we roll down, right-hander. I really don't know the corners at this track, so it's going to be hard to commentate. But boy. Back in the pack really has the racing right now. I think Cliff sends him on the outside of the 08 Alex Mullen. Ladner gets right behind him, and lots of cars around. No caution will be thrown. And Connor Downey's at fault for that. Chase off the track. Oh boy. 7-car move, still 0-1. That's Cam Smith. Oh, someone else is around back there. This is 33. Gonna review what happened here now. Not doing live coverage at the moment, currently doing a review. Connor Dowdy, it appears, sent. Or, no. Connor cut, and then he cut across. Reviewing it one more time, people are saying he cut the last chicane. Yes, he did. First lap, he did not get any spots from it, he will not be black flagged. Chad Jr. is still our leader, he will hold on to it. Benjamin Cutson in second, and Connor in third. 84 and 60 battling. 60 went hard, or he stopped right before the wall. Before the turn that has the wall of champions. I think that'd be about turn 11 maybe. This track is really complicated. Jar's really having to try hard to navigate it. Chad just extending his lead, Ben in second. Ben is known for being good at road courses in that 91 Ford. He recently switched from Toyota to Ford. Interesting to see for him. Glenn in last. And back in the pack, separating. Ben getting into the dirt there. You can see his car is getting really loose off of there. Bad for him. Losing a lot of time. Huh. Peter Kenny looking at him now. He's the car who's spun. He's exiting the corner now. Flying by the camera. 99 Aflac Chevrolet. Not much to commentate on right now, but so far so green. We've had about 3 spins. John of Arca is the only retirement on today. Battle in the mid-pack. About 4 cars going at it right now. That's Chase Clyde in the 60 behind Brandon Carter. Brandon got moved by the 7. That was Cam Smith, and he's all the way back there in around 10th. Owen locks it up going into the chicane. He will keep it clean, though, in front of the 60. Connor Dowdy currently running in 3rd, the front of the pack. And 7-car loose behind Alex Mullen in the 08. Those two were duking it out in practice, and they're still doing it now. But as we roll into turn 1, 60 with a large send on the 51 Paul Perricone. Paul sends it wide, goes out of there, and he says, go get him. 3 wide, Chase takes it though. Chase hunting down Connor Dowdy. And on lap 1, Connor Dowdy, at this corner to be exact, he sent it in too deep and jumped it. Or it was the next corner after this, actually. That ended up wrecking Peter Kenny. He gets a warning for his lap 1 incident now. So far, battling heating up between the two. Chase Clyde almost around, super loose in the grass. Left, right, left. He saves it. Really holding on there. That was some good driving. Holy. Piercer's been a wreck in the back. Alex Mullen around. Going into the... I think he spawned on his own very close to the ladder there. Chase Clyde still hunting down 3rd place Connor Downey in that 3 Chevrolet. Connor has shown some pace, and he's holding on to it so far. Don't forget Paul, though, sending it in a little too deep. Maybe not. Gets the perfect arc into the corner. 3 wide for 3rd. Paul will back out, but he will stay 2 wide for 3rd. Chase Clyde and Connor Dowdy. Oh boy, rolling down. Going into the chicane. I think Chase has it. Not by much, though. Chase does have it. He will clear him. Breaking into the chicane is going to be extremely important. Right on his bumper is the 3. Jumping the curb, sliding out, nearly hitting the wall, getting loose. Chase Clyde will take 3rd at Montreal. Wow. That was actually a very well executed move. He got the run out the corner. He went side by side. He cleared him. And now he will run away with it for 3rd. Chad Jones Jr. still maintaining his dominant lead. He won the last race. He won the 500 after he wrecked on 59. He was the leader of that lap. He's out of the wreck. And Paul will get turned. And yellow is out due to the amount of spins. 12 retired, and we are now under caution. Multiple cars that spun, resulting in the caution coming out. 25, our leader, racing back to the line. One Townsend retiring. Going around the hairpin. Going into the chicane. Rolling down into the chicane, we are under caution. So far, 0 cars, Lucky Dog. 12 cars remain, and Chad blinks out for a second, but he will come back. Going down the front stretch, we are now under caution. Boy, we saw some pretty good racing in that first half. We saw 60 make a move on through that chase slide. Pulling away far with third. I don't know where Connor fell back to. But he is now in what appears to be, this is like 7th. So very far fall for the number 3 Wrangler team. Not good to see. We're now under caution. Chad catching up with the pace car. Then doing the same. Third place is Chase. 84 is Marcos. 01 Brandon Carter. Cam Smith. Connor Dowdy. Cliff Jones Jr. Peter Kenny. And boy, what happened there? We're actually going to do some replays now, see what happened during that stage. But Chad Jones Jr., our leader under the caution, 0 cautions remain. Comp will be on. Let's check this out now. That'll be on lap 11. One lap of pacing as it is a road course, but we are now under long form pacing. Pace ups here are around 3 minutes. Checking the ticker, it is a little bugged. Fixing that now, everything is good, although the flags are not. Properties and I'm going to fix that now, not what I want to see. Not the best moment there. Refresh and cache on that page, make sure everything's working there. I haven't used the sticker in a little bit, it is still in demo form, but boy. Current lineup, Chad Jones Jr., our leader at 25, he's led every lap so far. Benjamin Cusson, he's in 2nd, Chase Clyde in 3rd, he made the move on the 3 car, he's all the way back to 7th now. Behind him, Marcos Jones, we saw him lead the 500 in the later half. But he lost it. He went to the high line, he got shoveled out, he got sent 3 wide, and went all the way to the back of the pack. Behind him, 01 Brandon Carter. He has not been involved in too much, although the 7 car, who is currently behind him, that's Cam Smith, got into him, nearly wrecking him after the hairpin. Behind him, of course, Cam Smith. And behind him, that would be Connor Dowdy. We don't have the best camera angle right now, but behind him, 33 Cliff Jones Jr., 99 Peter Kenny, who got turned on lap 1. And I think that's the 4, yeah, Ladner, Samuel Ladner. Paul Perricone, and the 08 Alex Mullen. He's in last. Everyone entering pit road right now. I don't think a single car that stayed out. As you can see the track bug out there. Yes, everyone is on pit road. Not something you see often. The comp is on lap 11. They will race back to line for 12. But we're going to see some weird strategy come out here. I think I'd take 2 tires, or if I'm short on gas, I'd go take it now. Huh. Not opting to see the entire field going for a pit stop in Stinger, but hey. We see it now. First car off the pit road. I think it's going to be... It's tied between 60 and the 25 right now, depending on who gets the car up. 25 goes up first. But don't discount Ben. 84 first one out. And out of the top 3, Chad, Chase, Ben, Marcos, Brandon Carter. And 3 wide for next, Cam Smith, Peter Kenny, Connor Dowdy. Huh. See what it says. Pit road speed should be pit speed is 45. Let's see what it says here. Checking now, he enters at 30. Huh. Odd bug in the track, but we're green this time by. Now I realize why everyone pits so early. You can only pit once on a road course caution. You have 1 lap to do so, resulting in everyone going in now. And we are green this time by. Drivers need to single file out. Chad Jones Jr. maintaining his lead. Not too many battles for the lead so far. Ben lost it out of the chicane, losing him time. Chad with minor lag. Going around the hairpin, we're going green this time by Nationwide at Montreal. Sorry for the lackluster commentary so far. There's not really much to talk about in this race. Huh. Now it's a track where I think we're... And, yeah. And in case you do not know, warming tires in NR is not something that really exists. You can only really do it under speed and just under driving around the track, so swerving does not serve purpose besides checking up the pack. Right on the 99's bumper. I'm not sure if they have issues there, but I think he should pay. Oh boy. '51, he did slam the brakes there. Final warning for the 51 car. Road check the 08 out. And we are green flag racing in Stinger at Montreal. Going into turn 1 side by side for the lead. Chad Jones Jr. and no, they single file out. Chad sending it outside. Oh boy. 2 wide in the back of the pack. 3 wide. 3 gets turned. And they will all save it. 4 is extremely loose though. He saves it. Single file so far, chase line right behind Chad Jones Jr. coming out of the first chicane. Chad will extend his lead by about 2 car lengths, but I don't think it's over yet. I think he's going to have a shot at winning this. He's 60 swerving off of the corner, getting a little fishtail there, and back of the pack is not coming around. I think they have wrecked. No, they haven't. 3 car, Connor Dowdy, turned by the 51, currently in last place. Marcos Jones starting to get into the battle for second. It's Ben Cusson versus Chase Klein. 2 Fords duke it out. 1 for Red Bull, 1 for Roush. Going into the hairpin now. This is actually no, this isn't the hairpin. Second chicane. Brandon, oh, big crash. Brandon Carter. That's it for him. 4 car gets turned. And that'll be a driver danger to the 08. Brandon Carter out. Huge suspension failure. He flew into the barriers. Not what you want to see. That's the 01 car. His day is over. Brandon Carter passes Benjamin Cusson during that, bumps to 60 into the champion's corner. 60 will nearly lose it sideways. 84 will blow a tire. Oh my god. Big crash on the front stretch. Caution is out. No one held the brake there. What happened? Back under caution. Huge smoke everywhere on the front stretch. 60 still moving for no reason. $60 out. Let's see what happens here. $25. What does he do here? Spins out in front of the pack. That's not what you want to see. Does not hold the brake. Gets hit by the 60, and it's really over from there. Big crash on the front stretch. Many cars involved. Boy, that'll be DD for the 25. Lots of cars with black flags there. Not much anyone could have really done there as we cut back to live coverage. 25 with engine damage, lots of cars out after that one. There's the 60 car. His roof is very flat. 25 did not hold the brake, resulting in that crash. And boy, not what you want to see. You hold the brake when you wreck in front of the pack, and he just did not do that. Boy, this is the stage due to the caution happening within 5 laps of the comp, and not what you want to see. Chad, he's not going to hold on to his lead. Second place, Peter Kenny, and man, that's a bad turn of events. Large crash on the front stretch. Doing a replay now. You can see here Chase Clyde, we're looking at his perspective. The 25 spins it, coming out of Champion's corner, hits the grass. 60, he does not hold the brake, he goes right into him. Behind him, Ben Cussom makes it through. And it's just bad from there on out. 7 car goes into him, 51 hits him. Big crash and sting. We don't normally see crashes of that magnitude at road courses, but boy, it's not what you... No, 33 with a large hit. I think he saw the wreck, tried to dodge it, and man, large hit with the 33. We're going to replay that now. On board with the 33, going into the chicane, final one on the track. Takes a right, jumps it. Oh, he saw the sky. Got loose off the grass, and barely got that car straight. You can see the blown up 60 over there as well. Back to live coverage. Wow. Cliff Jones Jr., we saw him reckless a little bit at Daytona in both ARCA and the 500. He ended up winning the 500, however. But man, Page and Stinger, not by choice, but by a large wreck. Doing another replay now, looking at the 7 cars perspective of all that. He had a wild ride through it. The 84 went around and just really turned right in front of him, and then he just saw another car, and that was it for him. He ended up getting into Chase Clyde. You see, he just goes through the dirt, 84 in front of him, and then boom, just into that car. 51 hits him. It's a wild ride for Cam Smith. Boy. Looking at it one more time, Chad Jones Jr., the man who spun in front of the pack, cause of the accident, does not hold the brake, puts it back in reverse, gets hit by the 60, 60 gets hit himself by the 84 and the 7, and the 7 gets hit by the 51. Man, and the 60 with a very flat roof there. Almost perfectly flat, actually. No roof damage on him, as well as a blown motor. Big crash for that 60 Fastenable team. Man. He did end up DNFing from that crash. Lots of cars with EOLs after pit road, and man, I'm still thinking that wreck was large. That's probably the biggest wreck we've seen at Stinger Road Course, and so far, 9 cars remain. 60 DNF from it, 51 DNF from it, 01 DNF from it, and, well no, 51 and 60 DNF from that crash, 01 DNF from an earlier crash, which we will now replay. We're now looking at the 01, Brandon Carter. He ended up wrecking in a second chicane of the track. He did not hit his breaking point, and it was just bad from him. You can see he takes the first corner. Normally he's in the top 5, but he was not there for long, as you will see shortly. He didn't have the pace today, but he definitely wasn't off pace. Sad to see that G&K Services Chevrolet 01 team out, but man, that crash was vicious. Here we go, looking at him now. He crashed in this corner up here, right after this one. It was crazy to see, man. Getting to it shortly, it's this corner now. You can see going down into a heavy braking point, he just completely missed his marks. Actually, it's not even this corner. No, it is this corner. He misses his marks, overshoots it, goes into the grass, stops immediately in the barriers. Replaying that one more time. Man. Does not meet his marker, overshoots it, doesn't collect the 84, right into the junction of the barrier. Now looking at the 7 car back with the pack, 9 cars remain in this race. And he has had his black flag cleared. Here we go, green once again at the stage. Second caution of the day due to a wreck. Oh boy. 3 wide, Peter Kenny, Benjamin Cusson, and Chad Jones Jr. Oh, 4 will overshoot. 33 3 wide for what appears to be 6th. That's 33 Cliff Jones Jr., Ladner, and Cam Smith, who was involved in the last accident. And Cam will cut across. He cut across on him, and oh boy, 25 in the wall. Not around like we saw last time, though. The grass off the wall of Champions Corner can be very bad. That chicane is deadly almost. You've seen the biggest wreck of the day happen right after that. Oh, 1 car blinking out. That's a 4. Not turned, though. Everyone keeps it clean. As Ben looking to make a move on Connor Dowdy, the leader of this race, got a black flag clear. He does not know why he got it, but he is now the leader. Huh. And he overshoots. This will be bad. Oh no. He stops, though. They bump and check up in front of him, but they will all keep it green. You have 2 cautions remaining. Ben Cusson the leader now. Peter Kenny behind. I think Peter has something to give here, but this race is... wow, it's been something. Hasn't been too bad, hasn't been too good. It's definitely been interesting. And 4 car into the wall. Overruns it just by a little bit. Wow. Spread out for the top 3. Marcos Jones climbing into 3rd. For 5th, it looks like there's going to be a 2-car battle as we saw in practice heating up. 7 and the 33. Both 4th and 5th. Cam in 5th. And oh, 33 will overshoot. He will not gain position from it. He did slow down enough so it will not be a black flag. We saw car blow a tire, the 84 there. That's what saved him from getting involved in the last wreck. But man. 7 car on the outside of the 30. Going into turn 1. He will jump the curb. Going into turn 2, I think he's going to get the switchback. And yes, he will. Cam Smith on the inside. Just get that exit momentum and he's good. A little bit slideways. On the inside of the 33, battling for 5th, or for 4th more so. 33 clears him going into the chicane. Cam with a very slow entry and mediocre exit, but I think he's back on the move. Battle for 2nd may be heating up soon between Marcos Jones and Peter Kenny, though, as he closes up in the 2nd chicane on the track. Man, we are seeing some wild racing here so far. We saw 1 big crash involving about 4 cars. So far we have had 4 cars DNF, 1 retirement. Leaving 9 on track. 99 on the inside of the 84. He got the send done there. And no, 33 is off once again. 7 will take 3rd. Huh. Battle for 2nd heating up once again. Marcos Jones versus Peter Kenny. Benjamin Cusson He wants to see this now. He's in the lead. If they're battling behind you, you are pretty much good. Side by side, 84 clears them going into the next chicane. As to how this will turn out, to be determined. Last time we came in the chicane, we saw the biggest wreck in Singer Road Course history. And boy, I don't think we're going to see it again. Not enough cars for it, but man. Peter Kenny jumps the curb with the better exit on the 84. He will get it done there. Huh. 4-car closing in on the 33. He sent it in too deep, got behind the 7, fell back. And now he is running in the 5th position. Cam just about spins it, and yes, he does. Going out of turn 1. Cliff will turn him, or get by him again, surprisingly. Putting him into 4th, and Ladner into 5th. Battle for 2nd, not keeping back up, although I think it will going the next chicane. Marcos Jones and Peter Kenny just about on pace. They're better in where the other driver is worse. So it just means they're going to be flipping, flopping positions until someone can really get a good grip on it. 84 Mario Brothers Chevrolet, running behind the 99 Aflac team. Going down into the 2nd chicane, where we saw Brandon Carter wreck his race car. Very big hit for him. 1 hit ended his day there. 99 will be on the outside, now on the inside for the switchback. Boy, 84 is still trying to run it down. You can see him fishtail there. He's trying to get it done. He's trying to get the power down earlier than Peter Kenny, but I don't think he will. Going into the hairpin, 99 on the outside, 84 on the inside, 94.9 clears him. Almost hits him. No, 84 will get the slow exit, going on to the next chicane. Early race of chicanes here. Peter Kenny in 2nd place, battling with the 84 Marcos Jones. Boy, we're seeing some good races so far. Checking in on the 7. I think he made it by the 4. Man. Going into the chicane, 84 slower. This is really where Peter Kenny can get it done. He's getting the runs out of there. And I think he's going to do it again. Yes, he's extending the gap on 3rd. Marcos Jones, we're on board with him now. I don't think he's going to lose it, though. I think he's going to send it in. I think he's going to go and catch that time. And yes, he will so far. Peter Kenny with a slow mid-corner, entering turn 1, entering 2. He will go wide. If I was Marcos, I would have gassed up a little early, get a little extra loose there, get the RPM side going into the next corner. On the inside, he goes back outside. He's looking to get by him. To complete the chicane, Peter Kenny still maintains his lead, and oh, super loose for the 84. Man. These two are really driving these cars to their full potential here. Sending it in deep once again, looking to get the pass. He's arcing the corner a little better than Kenny. His mid-corner is consistently faster. That's where he's gaining his time. On the inside, side by side, Peter Kenny's the leader, or not the leader, is in front. Going to the corner where Brandon Carter wrecked his race car. Man, I really need to learn track names. Or track corners. Coming out of the 2nd chicane, Marcos Jones will take 2nd. Cliff behind him, smoking up his tires. I don't think Peter Kenny's done yet. I know he can gain this time back up. He got spun on the 1st lap. He qualified 4th. And here we go. Rounding the hairpin, going into the next chicane. They have a straightaway to go and duke it out. 99 will get the draft here, important for getting his pass set up. I don't think he's going to get it done in the chicane, but I think he had a shot at it in turn 1 like we saw Marcos gain so much time there. Not drafting with him, looking to find his own line. Peter Kenny goes down the front stretch into the turn of champions. Here we go. 84 takes a more aggressive line. No, Peter Kenny will side by side. He clears him again, but that was a more aggressive move from Peter Kenny. He nearly cut the chicane, jumped over the curb, racing hard into turn 1. 84, Marcos Jones. Then, he's our leader right now. Peter Kenny gets loose. Not gaining where Marcos did previously, but I think he's going to do it later. Oh my god. 25 hard in the wall. Seeing what happened between the 4 and the 7 now, Alex Mullen. Out of it. See what happened here. So far so good. He hits the wall and then barely puts him in. That is... Oi. DD number 4, that's driver danger for the 4 car. Calling a yellow now, because 25 just stuck in the wall. We are seeing some of the weirdest occurrences in this race here. Alex Mullen on pit road. He's now a lap down, trying to get the car out of the wall. I don't think this is worthy of a caution, but you don't see this often. Connor Dowdy also off. Connor is also off the track. Huge front end damage on that number 3. Ben Cusson, the leader, leading to the caution. This may be the final one of the day. Not anyone saying he had to fuel save there. What's that? 08 having problems with the game penalizing him. .25, next car out with an accident. 7, the lucky dog. Doing replays now. 3 car, Connor Dowdy got huge front end damage, which we're looking at now. 3 car, you can see his front end looks normal here. Yeah, just overdrove the first or third corner on the track. Did not go good for him. Doing a full replay now. This 3 Connor Dowdy Wrangler Chevrolet. And you can see Chad in the wall there. But he goes out of the second corner into this little right-hand bend into the third. Overshoots it completely, tries to go on the grass, and huge front end damage on him. Chad just drove it straight into the wall. We are back to stream. Man. Checking the Discord now. Here we go. Back to live coverage. Sorry for the freeze. Green next time by. This may be the final race. Or restart of the race. Aid with penalty issues. I'm not sure what's happening with his game necessarily, but telling him to reverse and then call a tow truck. That way he could hopefully get it. And I think we solved it. And that did work. He can now get service. He was running out of fuel. It was not letting him pit, and solving that issue for Alex Moen, the 08 car. Getting his tires now. Very intuitive way of getting it done. Thankfully. getting his lap back as well. Green this time by, final restart of the day. Hopefully, as we go green with on laps 18. 8 cars remain. 7 and the 8 both getting their laps back. Pace lines are now off. Pace car will go in this time by. 7 car will need to catch up. Okay. 7 needs to get in front of the 91. Lots of commands having to be done on this green flag. It seems 7 car needs to catch the pack. We're watching him attempt to do so. As to whether or not he actually can is to be determined. Huh. Doing just about everything he can to just try to catch the pack now. I don't think he will, though. Yeah, pack's going green after the chicane. Actually, he may do it. Going on board with him now. You see just how hard it is to really drive the car. Going into the first hairpin. Having to round out. He may catch the field. The field is up here. He will not make it. And we are green this time by. Green flag is... out. Very late restart. '91. Changing camera angles now. We're just looking at the trees there for a second. But the battle for second looking to heat up. Marcos Jones on the inside going into turn 3. It will reset again. Start finish. Holy, 33 hard in the wall, side by side with the 7. 3 car gets behind the 84. He's now in third, and they both wreck behind. '33 at fault. Bad race for him so far. It's now Peter Kenny versus the 30 or 99. Man, 84. He got turned in an accident. Not good for him. 8 cars remain. 7 car needs to get his lap back. Ben extending his lead. Looks like he's going to bring it home. His only competitor, Chadwell Jr., ended up DNFing. He just drove straight into the wall. He had engine damage. He wanted to retire, and not a good day for him. We've seen a lot of quick cars DNF so far. Chase Clyde and Chad both DNF due to the same accident caused by Chadwell Jr. So far, a very wrecky road course. But definitely interesting to see. 99 wheel hopping the curb in the final chicane. Boy, I think he has a shot at winning it, but he really has to pick up the pace. He's in second place currently. Let's see what's happening with the scoring, and okay. Taking away a lap from the 08. Or no. Lap minus the 7 as well. As we come to point in our return, 3 to go at the line. They're both battling it out. 33 and 4. They both make contact severely, not knowing what's happening here. Although no one's given anyone room, really. Checking the scoring now, seeing what's working. Connor Dowdy. He spins off. 84, 99, side by side. Once again, seamless battle pick back up going into the Turn of Champions, as I'm going to call it now. But I don't know what number corner that is. Checking it now so that way I actually have an idea. That would be turn 9 and 10. Alright, seeing how scoring is now. 7 cars should be a lap down. Seeing what's happening with scoring now. He blew a gear. Peter Kenny blows a gear, putting him even further back in the top 3. Marcos Jones trying to chase down Ben Cuss, and Peter Kenny super sideways off of the second chicane. Man, sad day for Peter Kenny. He was battling up front all day, running in the top 3 as much as he could, and it just appears that he will not be able to bring it home. Lucky Dog appearing to not work as it should. As the 7 and the 8 should both be multiple laps down. Trying to see what's fixing scoring, trying to see how this would turn out if we were able to get it working. But so far, 7 car being scored as the leader, but it is not correct. Going to turn 9 and 10, Ben Cuss in the leader. Marcos Jones in second. He really has to have a shot at making this work now. Coming to the line, Ben Cuss in the leader. He's led the most laps out of anyone today. Peter Kenny closing, and even though he has a blown gear, meaning he's slower on corner exit than most people. There we go. Scoring is now fixed. Waiting for the 3 to cross the line, just get them updated. That's the 3 and the 4 car. It appears they've been battling all day. Is everyone getting updated at the line? 33 be 1 lap down at it. So the leader will have to deal with a lap down car. Fortunate to see 33 got a black flag, and oh, off the track. Comes back on. Leaders are behind him, so we will have to be extra cautious here. That's 33, Cliff Jones Jr. a lap down car. Marcos Jones still looking to close in on the 91, Ben Cusson. 21 out of 23. Ben Cusson leaves the most laps on the day. Although I do think the 84 may have shot at this. Going down into the first hairpin, Ben Cusson moves by about 10 car lengths. Drivers are braking right after the 150 braking marker. 33 letting the leaders by, just stopping right there. Sad race for a lot of people, but we're looking at a heated race for the end. Ben Cusson gets the exit. He ran it wide. He got his chance to get his RPM to higher. Now he will get the run out of the corner. But Marcos will have the crowd. We saw him lead a few laps at the Daytona 500. We saw him run for most of that race. He was in the top 3 for the first half, and he was in there for a little bit in the second. But he was not able to bring it home. He has 0 wins to his name and has about 10. He will close up out of turn 9. Yeah, turn 9 and 10, going on the front stretch, going to the line, taking lap 22. Marcos Jones unloaded. He's currently in second. Ben Cusson with the pretty good mid-corner. He's been good there. We saw Marcos good there too when he was chasing down Peter Kenny. But Marcos, he will close in. I think he's going to get up to him on the final lap, which is next time, 2 to go. They're coming to take the white flag this time by 3rd place, not the 33. He's a lap down. It'd be the 99 Peter Kenny with a blown gear. He fell back due to that blown gear. He cannot get any good runs off the corner. Clearing the black flag of the 33, and we are back looking at the 91. I think the 84 has something to give here. I think he has a shot at winning this race. I think he may be able to bring it home, but he really needs to pick up the pace. He needs to get his sends in, but he can't send it in so much that he loses time on exit. He needs to pretty much maximize every single one of these corners. He needs to run it a bit wider. He needs to get a little bit of a better exit if he wants to be able to catch Ben Cusson. The current gap is second and 1.19 seconds. Rolling down into the first hairpin, Marcos Jones, 84, is running second place, chasing down Ben Cusson. Ben almost coming to a stop in that corner. Takes the line that Ben did, going on board with him now. Rolling down into the final chicane, Ben Cusson senses him by even more. He finally got scoring updated, it got fixed, and now we're just watching coming to the white flag this time by rolling in turn 9 and 10. Marcos will really need the miracle if he wants to catch. He catches him on entry, but I think he's going to lose it on exit. He really jumps those curbs. He does it as aggressive as possible, but you can't go outside of that grass. There's a little bit of tarmac. It's just colored green, and then there's grass out there. And when you hit the grass, you do it 25 to wreck the entire pack. You will spin out, and it will not be good. Going into turn 1, he jumps the curb again. He's really running it aggressively. He gets right up there. He did the same thing last time, but he's just tight on exit. He can't gas it up at the same time as Ben in the 91. So he's going to have to make it work into these chicanes. Rolling into turn 3, breaking out the 75. Jumping the curb once more, doing it again. No, he doesn't. Just loose. That'll slow him down a little bit. Current time gap is 1.65. Ben was able to gain 5 tenths there on that one lap. We are currently on the last lap of this race. Ben locks up the brakes, jumps. Marcos jumps the curb, switches back really aggressively, and he gets loose on corner exit. We're going to see it come down to the wire here. It's going to require a last-minute send from the 84. We're really looking at a finish setting up here. If he can just catch him, it will be very interesting to see how he can navigate around him. As we came into the final half of the course, they both jump it. Marcos will not gain from it, though. He will lose. He will lose even more time. They both overshot the chicane, but Ben will benefit the most. Rolling into the final 5 corners of this track, taking the hairpin, going into turn 9 and 10 now. Ben Cusson leading by what appears to be a second. He was this distance last lap. It will require a last lap send from Marcos Jones, who we're on board with now. 84 Mario Bros Chevrolet. He's been running the front of it. He battled with Peter Kenny before he blew here. He took advantage of him moving here. He went into second, and I think he's going to have a shot at it now. Into turn 9 and 10, he will have to suffice the second. Marcos Jones second. Ben Cusson the winner. First win in a long time for that 91 team. He won the championship at Phoenix, but he came second. Connor Dowdy doing something stupid, it seems. Saving the replay now, Benjamin Cusson doing his burnouts. That's nice to see. He has won this race. Nearly hits the guardrail. Everyone flies by him, just wrecks their car. Man, Benjamin Cusson, winner at Montreal in the Nationwide Dash. Wow, doing a replay on the biggest wreck of the day. Chad Jones Jr. at fault for it. Looking at it now, that's a 25 Chad Jones Jr. caused the biggest wreck on the night. He can have 2 cars of this. 60 car goes right into him. He doesn't hold the brake. Goes airborne. 7 car goes into the 60. 84 clips him. And man,